Almost finished, and here is the leg stand, and here I found this area, this portion interfere with the circular saw, so I need to cut off here. Before cutting off, I assemble another wooden piece here first and glue it and put the nail here. After dry a little bit, I start to cut off this area to make way for this power pad of the circular saw. And I found the rechargeable battery is bad, so I will going to use power supply to move the circular saw. And this leg assembly is here. I make this circular table, which is detachable. Yes, I can disassemble when I don't need to use it, so I can save the space. My living room is of limited space, and here this is foldable, and this is foldable, and that way. And it was mounted by screw stud, and each area I use 2 hex nut. Another hex nut is to fix the position, and here I put on another wooden pieces to reinforces it, and here I put on 2 wooden block because the position is in here. Now it's like that. And this movable guide cover, if I use the hand to operate, it will cut my hand. I will be wounded. So I need to connect a string to operate, and it's much safe. And I will continue to do the rest of part. This bar is for locating the. I will use this G-clamp to clamp this bar for position the workpiece here. And in order to have dimension on my setting, I will make a graduation mark here. I will make mark on a separate aluminum pieces. I will mark the graduation, engrave the length dimension here, some line and dimension here, so I can read and put on my bar to cut my workpiece. And to make this graduation mark, the aluminum pieces, I will try to use a method. I will cut this length in exact the width of the table, and then I will slot cut a mark here, and after there is slot, I will use this slot as a starting point and count 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, or 1mm and then go forward on this side and also go forward on this side as well. Cutting is reference slot here, and I use this as the datum, and I will cut on two ends of the cutting blade, so the reference slot will be an average position. Because the position error is too much at the end, maybe this whole silver saw assembly is not quite parallel with this edge, so I just leave it and use this end of cutting blade to reference on the extrusion aluminum angle pieces, and then I will, after making the graduating mark this pieces, I will adjust on this side to make the graduation marks lines parallel with this plate. The graduation scale 3D model was made, and also the two-part was made. And I need to prepare two graduation marked scale 2 pieces. Here is 2 piece material, and the setup was made here and use 2 clamps, actually 3 clamps. During here engraving here, I need to remove one and put one more on some area, and I will going to use this engraving bit. This is around 16 degrees in cool angle. I don't want to too sharp that one, because this material is anodized, but aluminum, the surface is hardened, and I think it will easily break the sharp point of the engraving tools. And here is the notch, the slot here for the 0 point reference position, and we'll engrave this way to this, almost this area. I think I can do it. Engraving, and this word here was the coolant, and everyone if you try to engrave, you know that during the first cut you have to make a trial and see if the depth of cut is appropriate, and then adjust the depth of cut a little bit. It's because the improved angle of the engraving bits are different from one another, another, unless you calculate very accurately, otherwise you have to do the try and error. Engraver for a portion of area. And here you can see the markings already on the surface. It's almost finished for this side, and the other side is in the next step. Before I will doing on this side on the second piece of aluminum extrusion. Till graduation mark was finished, we engraved it on the aluminum extrusion, and you can see is the width of line and the number is very clear and in average with line width. To do this, it is important that your surface is in true horizontal. So this platform is very accurate in horizontal, and I use 2 ABC blocks to support it. This is very important points in doing engraving works, because the depth of cut is just about 0.15 millimeter. There is collision occurred and my engraving bit broken, and I leave it unattended for a while, and then it hits into these clamps. Luckily, I still got spare engraving piece. I need to do the setup again. Continue just a little bit. Only 2 digits were not engraved. Line scale, 2 pieces were made. The graduation mark and lines were all made there. And also some screw holes were drilled there, 4-piece screw hole, and it will be mounted on the table axis here on the other side. For the location of these 2 line scale correctly, in order to make it correctly, I clamp a 3 pieces on the cutting blade, so the notch on the line scale this side will be matched with the one on the opposite side. You can see. Now use this screwdriver to make a recess hole there on the table, and assemble this. Now going back to the price for the for this circular saw. The original power pack is failed, and I tell you, the original power pack failed. I repair it by replace all the rechargeable battery with a new one, and unfortunately and I was disappointed after surveys for 1 year or less than 1 year. The capacitor fails quickly, and the power packs fails again. So if the power pack fails, don't try to replace the battery. Just use the power supplies. Of course, you need to have the power cord now, and this is the switching mode power supply. It's China made, and it's very cheap now. And this is 18 volt and have 500 voltage, 13 ampere, almost 515 voltage, and it's very light. Except I bought some power supplies before which were 315 volt, and they are heavier than this one. I checked it because it used thinner gauge of aluminum sheet. I haven't yet opening it and see the interior. But anyway, it's very cheap. It costs less than $20 US. And now I can use this power supplies to use on my silver saw, as well as the drill. Now all my power tools have enough power now. On the power supply, I think it can do the job for this switching mode power supply. Thank you for your watching. Of this one for its cheaper prices because it has no CE marking here or any other UL certificate, CB or others. And when I open it for checking internals, the light filters is a very small size. The transformer used in the light filter is very small, so I think when it is operated, the interference cannot be suppressed and will come out from the AC line and affect your other electrical appliance in your home. And this is my previous one. This is 315 volts transformer, and I open it. This light filter is of a larger size, and also this brand is Meanwhile is a famous brand. this brand is not known. It's unknown yet. And it has all the certificates, you see, and by weight it's heavier than this one. This one is 515 watt, but it is lighter than this one. Anyway, I use it in my circular saw, and I'm not continuously operated it, so I think it's acceptable. Anyway.